Good morning, everyone. This is Mo Fall, Coach Mo, to those of you who know me for my coaching. And those of you who don't know me that well, welcome to this morning's special Coach Mo Live. And I'll wait for some folks to get here. And please let me know in the comments that you are here. I am delighted that my team was able to respond so quickly to my inspiration yesterday. While I was out on my morning walk, I was inspired to come here this morning and be with you in a way that we will all increase our own level of peace and happiness in our souls to affect the world. I'm going to explain some consciousness and spirituality principles today. I'm going to share with you a few things that I do each and every day. I'm going to talk about your role in the world of peace. And then we will do a beautiful meditation to clear energy within our souls. And let me start and begin just by welcoming some of my lovely clients. Lisa, nice to see you. Jennifer, Melanie, Dawn. Ladies, it's nice to see you. Portia, Coach Portia, and my team. Lovely seeing you here today. We're doing this at this time today because our kick-ass sisterhood, our grads, have their monthly grad call today in just a few minutes. And I wanted to have this time before that call, not only for clients, but also for anyone in the world who's on my social media or on my email list to participate in a beautiful increase of personal peace and therefore worldly peace. If you're not familiar with me, I'm Coach Mo. I am the founder and the creator of the Kick-Ass Career Program, where I help our clients bring their souls back to life and land their dream jobs. Sounds like a great idea. Your soul is the most important part of you. And so many of us in our lives are living not in our soul. We are living in our intellect, in our ego, and in the programming that we've been taught and told to do and be. And so your soul is the essential ingredient to making your life better and the world better. You see, we all participate in a consciousness field. We all participate in the world energy. All of us do. And this is not meant to trigger anything for you, but it is meant to help you understand each and every one of us have a war inside. Each and every one of us have a conflict inside. Each and every one of us have a territorial values clash inside. Now, you may not have a very big one. You may not have it even at the consciousness level. But I will tell you, as human beings on this planet Earth, we all have a piece of the consciousness of the world. Each and every one of us who is alive and thriving, our heart is beating. You have a soul energy that is in the world and that is part of the global energy. You are a part of the world. And so many spiritual practices are exactly what the consciousness science tells us. So it is within, so it is without, out there. And so as we are living our lives, none of us can go to the border of Russia and Ukraine and solve this problem. What we can do is be clearer in our hearts. We can clear our soul. We can clear the battles from within. That is the work that I do as a career and executive coach. I help our women, our clients, get into their power in a true and soul and divine, intelligent way. When you have access to your divinity, you have power. Now, We see power on the global stage, not in a divine level. We see power enacted as power over people. We see power as conflicts and a bully and conflicts causing the lesser and the weaker. We see conflicts all the time in the world. We've gone through this pandemic and there was many conflicts about the pandemic and they're still going on. Everything we see in the world is urging us to clear and brighten our souls. Every single experience you have as a human being, whether it be in your own soul and heart, whether it be in your family or primary relationship, whether it be with your friends, whether it be at work, whether it be in your neighborhood, whether it be in your city, in your state, in your country, in the world. Every conflict you are participating in because your soul's truth is where we need to be going. Every conflict is our alarm bell that we need to clear us. So all we can do is not pray to God, although if you want to do that, go for it. But praying to someone or to something takes you off the hook. No. Take responsibility for your soul and your clearing. Pray within. Bring divinity within you. You know, I'm a big spiritual soul consciousness. And if you're a client of mine, you know my jam. If you're not a client of mine, what the hell are you waiting for? We all have a lifetime journey of seeing challenges, obstacles, and conflicts out there and doing the work in here to solve it. You will solve all of your problems by first starting within you. You will solve all of your problems by being a better soul. You will solve all of your problems by bringing your own internal energy, your own internal stories in alignment with love, self-love, global love. And you can't love truly or purely on top of self-hatred. You can't love on top of conflicts that are clashing in beliefs or limiting stories that you have held on to for years. And most of it you might not even be conscious of, because a lot of it is subconscious programming that is directing our actions, our thoughts, and most importantly, our feelings. If you have feelings of conflict inside of you, there's more work to do. If you're having dinner with your family and there's conflict at the table, there's work to be done. We all have work to do. We all have clearing to do. And so we will do that today together. And so I'm going to ask you right now, before we get into the meditation, I'm going to actually do a few prayers and a few other things as we get along in this meditation. So I want you right now to go inside your internal experience. And I want you to see if there's a conflict there for your own self, in your own privacy. You don't need to share it. What conflict is there? What jealousy? What anger? What frustration? What sense of not feeling good about yourself is in your heart? Be honest with yourself. Just this one moment. What is there? You know, sometimes I get frustrated when I can't make my point with someone. I sometimes get frustrated when I don't achieve certain goals. I sometimes get frustrated when I've been working too hard and I don't have the energy to do my morning walk. I just celebrated 25 years in my personal relationship, and that relationship is free of conflict in so many ways, but from time to time there is. And so we have work to do. We have work to do most often in our own category of self. It's so easy for us not to love ourselves. It's so easy for us to be critical and judgmental. Why did you do that? How come you couldn't do that? What are you, lazy? Why can't you do that? So we're going to do some clearing. And one of my first, most favorite, coming from my Catholic upbringing, prayers is the prayer of St. Francis. So we'll start with that, then we'll go into a meditation, and then I'm going to end with one of my other favorite passages. And this intention, the intention I want to share with you, is for each and every one of us. Sometimes I get so overwhelmed with wanting the entire world to be in a better place. And I'll tell you that one of the inspirations for doing this today was when I was out walking yesterday. I was listening to one of my favorite authors on a lecture he was giving, David Hawkins. If you don't know David Hawkins' work, you need to read Power versus Force today, right now. And he was talking about human suffering. As long as we are humans, there will be human suffering. There will be human suffering as long as we are suffering. We, as the micro individual, as long as we are suffering to some degree, we will have human suffering on the global scale. So I can't be more passionate about this moment right now together, for each and every one of us in our hearts to clear out whatever conflict you identified that is on your heart, whatever conflict you're feeling. Perhaps some new conflict got stirred up this week for yourself. Perhaps the war and the pandemic has been keeping you on edge. Perhaps you have had hatred or confusion or overwhelm, any of that. It is our duty as human souls on this planet to clear ourselves. So the prayer of St. Francis. Instrument of your peace. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, not so much to be understood as to understand, not so much to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in dying that we awake to eternal life. And I'm going to ask you to embrace a concept before we go into the meditation. And it is a concept of dying to your current self. Because it is in dying to our hatred and conflicts, to our jealousy and rage and frustration, it is in dying to that we are born into eternal life. Because our soul is our eternal life. It is our internal light, and it is our eternal life. You will go on past this physical life in your soul. And the work you do here in this life to emanate more true, pure love, not love as an action, not love because you're supposed to be nice to people, but love coming from your soul as an energetic imprint, free and clear as possible. So let us not recognize St. Francis's prayer for us to be necessarily only dutiful, but to come from within and die to our hatred, die to our conflicts, die to our jealousy, and clear that up. So when I meditate every single morning, excuse me for 1 second. I have a ritual that helps me get my body into a place of calmness. And if you do meditate, maybe you do something like this. If you're one of my clients, perhaps I've mentioned this to you in the past. Sometimes our body needs a physical reminder that it's time to go within. So I have a few meditation shawls that I have coming from the Catholic Church. It seems kind of funny to me because priests put on garments for mass, but I have like a little blanket shawl, and I'm going to actually put it on for this meditation. And it just helps me get my body into a place where I feel a hug from my blanket, and it reminds me that I'm safe. So sometimes when we are meditating, our nervous system may not feel safe. So we may not be able to actually go into our soul's place. We may be stuck in our physical nervous system and not be able to get into a place of calm. So a little meditation lesson here for everyone this morning. And for those of you who are my clients who've been meditating for a while, maybe this will be a little help to get you deeper into your meditations. So another way to ground ourselves physically is to put our hand right in the middle of our chest to ground. And then perhaps sometimes, and I want you to do this now just to go with me on a little bit of a meditation lesson, a hand on the chest, on the heart, and the other hand, I have my right hand on my chest and my left hand on my belly. And taking a nice deep belly breath. I'm a real advocate of taking nose breaths and not mouth breaths. A lot of science on nose breaths. Now that I've had a few tears, my nose is a little stuffy. With your hand on your belly, take an inhale so that your belly will go out. When your lungs expand, it pushes your abdomen out. And use that diaphragm muscle between your belly and your lungs to breathe in and then let it exhale. Our first role of meditating is to calm our nervous system down, and diaphragmatic breathing will do that. It'll send a message up into your vagus nerve because it's part of the diaphragm innervation. When your diaphragm is the breathing muscle, we are instantly telling our brain it's safe, it's okay. And if you want to give yourself some verbal cues, I am safe. I am here now. It is my intention right now to be in touch with my divinity, to touch the energy of love, and to allow my divine creator to clear whatever conflicts I may have and that I am ready to clear. I'm allowing my intellect and ego to move away from me right now. I'm allowing all the stress of what's out there to be completely irrelevant right now as I go within. All is well. All is well within me. as I invite divine presence. Take a nice inhale to the count of 4. Hold it and release. Count of 4 in. Hold. Release. Now allow your body to settle in and allow your breath to be natural and let it go. And as you have asked divine presence to release conflict, allow yourself to feel happy and joyful for this moment. Take your attention onto your feet and toes and send them love and gratitude for all they have taken you to and from. Allow your toes and feet to be surrounded by a golden light of love. Allow that golden light of love to travel up your ankles, your lower legs, relaxing your muscles and allowing them to be heavy. Allow the heaviness to almost make them disappear. Allow that golden light to travel up into your knees, up into your thigh muscles, your upper leg, and take a breath through your pelvis, releasing tension in your hips and your pelvis. Release tension in your lower abdomen and allow that golden light to spiral around your hips, your lower back, your lower abdomen. And with each breath and release, a little bit more conflict washes into the golden light. A little bit of frustration and pent-up emotions wash into the golden light as it's now surrounding your lower back and spiraling around your abdomen, your mid-back, your chest. And now if you have your hand on your abdomen and a hand on your chest, you are in the golden light, perfectly surrounding your entire body, all the way up your shoulders, your neck, and swirling around your head. That golden light swirls all around the inside of your jaw and your mouth, relaxing every muscle, letting the tension go. We hold so much tension in our jaw and throat. Allow the facial muscles to droop. You are safe. Allow the sinuses and the bridge of the nose to relax. Allow the forehead and between the eyes to relax. So much tension is held here. Allow it to melt away and be swirled up in the beautiful golden light that surrounds your entire body. And allow the top of the head to receive all of that golden light. And imagine a reverse funnel from the entire golden light around your body all the way up to the top of your head and spiraling up as it receives divine energy. Take a few moments here to feel your divine presence flowing around and within you. And allow yourself to quietly repeat these phrases. I now release all that I'm ready to release that is negative or dark. I now admit myself to the death of conflict. I now admit myself to the death of wanting something from another. I now admit myself to releasing pettiness, pushiness, ego, wanting someone to be away just for me. I now admit and release all that I can right now into the golden light. I release myself from judgment, and I know that I am always doing the best I can. And as a human soul on this planet, I now release whatever is available to release into the golden light. I forgive myself and I forgive others for pettiness, judgments, internal and external conflicts. I now release any wars that I've had personally with others. I now release all warring inside of myself, and I now accept myself with all of my weakness and flaws. I accept all that I am because I am divine presence. I now release everyone who has told me something negative. I now release all of the bruises and damage and scars that I've allowed other people's words or emotions to scar me, to hurt me. I now release that into the golden light. And with a breath in, I know I am safe. I feel divine presence coming more and more into me. I know I am safe. I know that I am here now to release conflict. I know that I am here now to feel safe. I know that I'm here now to allow my soul and my heart to be the dominant energy of my life. And so it is. Allow yourself to memorize this feeling of love and safety. Take this feeling in, knowing you are worthy of feeling wonderful, feeling elevated, feeling connected to divine presence. And know that the greater amount of minutes you spend with this feeling, the happier your external world will be to you as well. I now leave you with the prayer of safety and love, with a prayer that all conflict that comes your way is your reminder to connect more closely with the divine. And as I read this next prayer, come back into the room and allow your human body to feel wonderful and free and safe. This is a little prayer from Saint Teresa of Avila. Christ has no body now but yours, no hands, no feet on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes through which Christ looks into compassion for the world. Yours are the feet with which Christ walks to do good. Yours are the hands with which Christ blesses the world. May you be in your divine presence for the entirety of the day. And for those of you who are kick-ass grads, if you'd like to go and leave for the kick-ass grad call, be well. If anyone has a question or comment, I'd be happy to receive comments and answer any questions. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Kathy. Lisa, thank you. Lisa McGlory, nice to see you. Paula, Debbie. Be well. Be in your divine sense as much of the day as possible. Amy, nice to see you here. Be well. Kim, nice to see you. Be well. Lisa. Judith, indeed. Let's set this tone for every day. St. Teresa of Avila is one of my saints, huh? Mine too. Her and her little pal, St. John of the Dark Night of the Soul fame. If you were one of my clients, you may have run into St. Teresa of Avila in some of my other teachings and the retreats over the last couple of years. Let us know that our divine essence is our true power and is the only power that will heal the world. Your divine essence is the only power that will heal the world. And you don't have to do. You just have to be in that divine presence as much as you can. Not to effort, but to be in that grace. And when you are in that full divinity of yourself, you will know peace because you will be peace. And do not turn your sights toward war or conflicts. Do not turn your sights and instigate any of that within you. Let us be the prayer. Let us be the prayer. Let us be the prayer. Thank you for joining me here today. And I just love each and every one of you so much. And I wish for you to be so in touch with your soul and your divinity so that you will feel what your Creator feels for you. Your Creator has an abundance of love. And the more we can channel that, the more we can heal the world. We won't heal through further aggression. We will heal by us being in our divinity. I'm happy to stay here for a few minutes and just be in the feeling. Thank you for joining me here today. Thank you for being willing to increase your love quotient, your divinity. If you're a client of mine, you're familiar with the Ho'oponopono. If you're not a client of mine, I will introduce you to this and we will close on this. I'll tell you a funny story. I was at the dentist yesterday, and I, like most people, don't totally enjoy someone like ravaging around in my mouth. It's a very invasive situation. And I go to the dentist for the last few years, always saying the Ho'oponopono prayer as they're in my mouth doing their thing. And yesterday was a little cleaning and a little touch up of a crown that was causing me some problems every time I bit down. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Now, the thing about that beautiful prayer is that it's not really aimed at anyone or anything. It is clearing. And as I share with my clients all the time about clearing, it's like dental flossing for the soul. So if you're finding yourself today maybe wanting to reattach to this beautiful feeling from this morning, a simple 4-statement prayer will help you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And there I sat yesterday morning with my mouth wide open, getting all the cleaning and zzz. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Because there's not much to do when you're sitting in a dental chair with your mouth wide open, getting invaded for your good dental hygiene. It's a really great thing to lean into. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Whenever you see anything that stimulates something negative, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. May your energy today be that of the divine only. May you channel that beautiful part of you as the primary energy that you carry with you today. May you be reminded that you are divinity and that you are the prayer and that you are love. If you don't have a regular practice of meditation, I strongly urge you to do this every single day. I like to do it before the sun comes up every day. It feels divinely like my own sunrise in my soul and in my heart. And sometimes in the afternoon when the day is amongst you and your nervous system is lit up, come back into your soul. Even if it's for 60 seconds, 5 minutes. When you feel like clicking on the TV because you want to sort of get distracted, come into your soul instead. It's a much greater show. It's much better than the news, by far. You know what's going on in the world. Reconnect with your soul more often, and you will heal yourself and the world. Namaste. Blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining in this clearing. Thank you in joining in increasing the peace and the love on this planet. We have done that together this morning. You are light, you are love, and I love you. Namaste.